Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us for our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, as the 4th of July is right around the corner, also July is recognized as National Grilling Month. A lot of you guys, I've been seeing you here in my state, have already been out with the grills. But if you guys are looking to be able to add some excitement to your grilling this year, we have the perfect guest that's joining us today. We're excited to welcome Grill Master and Super Chef David Olson to our program. He's going to give you guys some great tips. He's also the creator behind Live Fire Republic. We'll talk to him about that as well. David, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Man, Cyrus, I'm so glad to be here with you today. Are you doing good down there?
Doing really good, man. It is very hot here in Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta today. I'm right next door to you, so it's equally as warm here.
Yeah, we've definitely been getting it. Well, look, David, as I said, as we're kicking off, of course, with the holiday coming up, National Grilling Month, what is a good place to start when it comes to a great backyard barbecue?
Well, when I think about starting out a great menu, Cyrus, I think about pairings, right? And I think there's nothing better than phenomenal grilled fare with the right beverage. And the one thing I see folks doing this summer, they're celebrating, right? And they're celebrating with America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling Italian wine, Stella Rosa wines. They can pick up a bottle of the Stella Rosa Blueberry or a bottle of Food's Best Friend, the Stella Rosa Royale. And whether it's non-alcoholic or not, Stella Rosa is made with real fruit flavors. It's naturally gluten-free, vegan, low-cal. And it comes in these super rad new cans. So if you're, at the barbecue, you're in home, you're at the tailgate or out at the cabin, it's super convenient.
That is a great way to be able to start, I think, any day probably, but even more so when we come talking about grilling here. So, okay, so we have our pairings in. So, David, what is the next tip then for great grilling?
Well, awesome, and I'm excited about this segment because we're going to be sharing a lot of really good new ideas with folks. And I'll tell you what, I tell this to everyone, no matter where I traveled, where I've cooked on every continent with the exception of Antarctica, and I tell folks everywhere I've been, do this. This is the big tip. Build a relationship with your local meat cutter. This person should be your best friend. And not only does Save a Lot have a meat cutter in every single one of their locations, it's the go-to one-stop shop for everyone's grilling and summer needs. They have several of my favorite cuts, whether it's the T-bones, it's the ribeyes, it's the bone-in or boneless pork chops. But in any event, if someone gets into the case, and they don't see exactly what they're looking for, one of the Save a Lot meat cutters can essentially customize an order for everyone, ensuring all parties leave with the perfect cut.
Oh wow, that is a great tip, and as you said,
super neat, right?
Because we're in the stores anyway. It's great to be able to build that rapport. So as you mentioned, David, this is really your wheelhouse here. So you really know, what really makes things stand out. What is something that our audience can do as a must-have at any backyard grilling party this year?
Oh, well, listen, I'm going to bring some facts to you today, Cyrus. So check this one out. Let me know what you think. The average person in their lifetime will eat almost 3,000 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And while I knock that out probably by the age of like 8 or 9, peanut butter is a classic American flavor. I love to bring it to outdoor cooking in new and surprising ways. And there's several examples of how you can do this, whether it's the perfectly grilled PB&J sticky wings, or it's a refresh and an update on the classic banana pudding with a Nutter Butter banana pudding. I think that peanuts, no matter roasted, salted, seasoned, sweet, or savory, are the perfect ingredient that you can bring to any backyard barbecue.
Wow, I'm going to have to try that. I have never heard of that before, David. That is an interesting idea, especially when it comes to wings. I'm going to have to try that. So, we're talking about, for one thing, of course, having a good time. Of course, we want people to feel comfortable. We're talking about family and friends. Do you have any suggestions there, David, when it comes to how we can make sure that our guests are comfortable when we're kind of enjoying this time outside grilling?
Yeah, no doubt. And listen, nothing will ruin a backyard barbecue faster than mosquitoes. A pesky swarm of those guys is putting everyone in a bad way. So listen, you may think there's nothing you can do about it, right? But SC Johnson and Off created this super neat new website called Offcast, and it actually forecasts mosquito activity up to 7 days in advance in your local area.
Wow.
You can absolutely count on it. It's reliable. It's backed by 60 years of research and science at the SC Johnson Center for Insect Science for Family and Health. Really neat. Simply dial up the website, tune in your local area, and it helps you plan the where and the when of your next barbecue.
David, man, you really came through for us this year as we're getting ready to kick off National Grilling Month. Some great ideas for spending some time out with our family and friends, and some great tips for grilling as well. So where can our audience go then, David, to stay connected with you and for more information?
Yeah, great question. Folks can find me at Live Fire Republic on social media and probably more places that I feel comfortable. And on our brand new YouTube, we're launching an adventure culinary series. Just look up Live Fire Republic on YouTube. And for all the tips and recommendations I shared today, jump over to tipsontv.com.
Love that. And we'll make sure that we link up livefirerepublic.com as well for our audience, too. Again, everyone, Grill Master and Super Chef David Olson joining us today. David, thanks again for the great tips. Looking forward to speaking with you again.
Absolutely, Cyrus. Look forward to it, man. Thank you so much.
More than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.